everybody. My name's Ash. I'm also with Anthony here. We are part of the A team. So what we did with our project, we called it the Trade Food Co-op Pilot Program. So let me introduce the team. The team is, oh geez, of course, technical difficulties. I've got like 700 screens open right now. Good times. So the team, we have Amy. She is a UX designer and lifetime resident of the Okanagan, and she's also Finnegan's mama, who you can see in the picture there. Our second person is Allison Chan. She is a product manager who studied sustainable agriculture in Cuba for 10 years. Next, we have Anthony, city planner, community service manager in Penticton. And last but not least, my name's Ash. I am a web development and online marketing agency co-founder. So what do we have next? Next, we have the question that we decided to ask ourselves was, how might we create a local sustainable, self-sustainable supply chain? And how we ended up doing that was we began to picture who our consumer was, or who our ideal target was. And when you probably know people like this, when you're getting ready for the day in your cozy little apartment, the thought always passes through your head, that spot would be perfect for a couple of plants to grow there. But you've never learned or had time to learn how to plant. You've also been reluctant to end up having too much and not giving or throwing too much food away. And it's not a top enough priority to spend your money on seeds, tools, etc. It's doable. You've seen it, your neighbors do it, and their veggies and fruit gardens across the street. But you've never been able to, get up the courage to talk to them and ask them, without seeming like you're invading their space, how do you do it? You'd love to learn how to grow food locally, even in your own space. You feel a greater sense of belonging with your neighbors, and you kind of go back to your roots where your grandparents grew up, sharing resources, including their food with their neighbors, and you want to be able to do all of that. So I'll tag over to Anthony here.
So what's next? So you've been thinking about it. You start to see some posters in the neighborhood, bring some ideas forward on how to get the neighborhoods involved at a neighborhood level, building the capacity to fix this problem. You go into your garage or garage and get your pitchfork and you're ready to rock and roll. So the concept that we've brought forward is the food co-op pilot program. It will be accessible. It will be local. It will be neighborhood based. It will be engaging with the community. There will be families. There will be seniors. There will be kids. There will be everyone involved in a neighborhood, involved in this pilot program to help eliminate waste. The challenge that's in front of us is massive. As you know, if you did not know, on average, British Columbians throw away 1 out of every 4 bags of groceries, unfortunately. This adds up to close to $1,100 of food wastage from each home each year. For Canadians as a whole, that amounts to almost 2.2 million tons of edible food waste each year wasted. This adds up to more than 65 kilograms of plastic waste sent to the landfill per person in 1 year, and 92% of imported fruit travels for more than 1,500 kilometers. 22% of it travels beyond 7,000 kilometers. So the pilot program concept that we're bringing forward allows at a neighborhood level to test if we can fix this problem, obviously at a larger scale in the future. Would you believe it's possible to grow 60,000 pounds of organic fruit and veggies on 1 acre of land? So we're going to test this at a local level. We've got a 14-acre site that we're looking at. Approximately 30% of every neighborhood in lower density, medium density areas are available for food production. So within this 14-acre area, the Dirt E opportunity is 4.2 acres of dirt that we can accommodate future opportunities for fruit and veggies. Within this area, we've got about 100 homes, approximately 250 residents that can be fed by the generation of food from this the 4.2 acres of waste. So this site can feed up to 366 people, the people in this neighborhood, plus 116 more in the wider community. We've got a process that we'll be going through that'll identify the pilot program funding and setting that process up, looking at opportunities for government funding, including reduction in water rates to help water this land from local governments, as an example, We're going to be working with participants to get the process going. We're going to look at selecting neighborhoods to be part of the pilot program, and huge opportunity at the end to donate that excess food to the wider community outside of this neighborhood. Timeline that we've got coming up relatively quickly, looking at a lot of background work getting ready in the later part of this year, marketing early 2022, selecting the right neighborhood, the right committed neighborhood to get this project going, and then looking at assessing that over the summer, fall, and completing the project over a year, getting a full year's growth in this neighborhood to prove that we can feed this area. Again, then scale it up and prove it throughout the rest of the community. So the impacts and metrics that we'll be looking at, a number of opportunities, looking at different applications coming in, lots of downloads, 150 applicants potentially selected as part of the wider program, 100 for the pilot program. And the key here is to prove that we can feed these people in this neighborhood and test that result as we move forward with wider opportunities throughout the region. And then finally, we need $1,000 per participant. We're going to be looking at feeding just under 1,500 people as part of the pilot program in that lower and medium density opportunities, and ultimately resulting in zero waste, less packaging, creating neighborhoods, and getting back to our agricultural roots. Thank you.
Yeah, impressive amount of data and research and everything, information to your proposal. Yeah, really, really strong local relevance. The scale of this is, very, very doable. Well done.
Yeah, maybe from my perspective, great pitch, absolutely fantastic. It was well researched, articulate. I loved your play on the A, just sort of very catchy, and it's sustainable. And I like the way you've just you're starting with a small pilot just to get some more data, and from there being able to pivot and hopefully scale. And we'll likely find new information that could that hopefully will allow you to be successful.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's the viability side of it is certainly through the roof, right? I don't think it's something that requires a huge amount of effort in that case, and makes things obviously a little bit more real and doable in the community. So yeah, I'm all for it. It made a lot of sense to me for sure.